Danak, 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 danak. The tap of the tabla rings in my henna-laced fingers. Vibrations crackling at the pigmented paste, crumbles fall to my adorned feet. The 7 rounds of the flame are complete, and the god of fire wishes us in our matrimonial vows, tying 2 lost souls to one. My mother stood here before me, my mother's mother, my mother's mother's mother. Sorry, as red as the sun, marriage is arranged as the marigold centerpieces. Lord Krishna is standing there, and he stares at me. And suddenly I'm 12 years old, and we lock eyes, and I'm crying so hard I can barely breathe, and I'm begging for forgiveness. And he says no. I wake up. September 6, 2018, Section 377 rings in my ears. The government of India has declared the ban on homosexuality unconstitutional, and the legislative equivalent of no homo was overturned, and I am finally free. I'm no longer a criminal in my homeland. Every time I visited my ancestral plane and family name, I was an offender. At 1, 7, and 11, I remember shuddering beneath the portrait of a god I don't know the name of, praying to banish the sodomy from my veins. I still sometimes find myself wanting to trade my loud lesbianism for subdued ornament. These are the only women I see that look like me. I can get married in the country I was born in, but that doesn't make it my country. This is not my country. Woo! This country didn't spin copper thread in the waves of my mother's skin, rolled beetle leaves upon rose jam into her outstretched palm, poured rhythm in her hips and saffron in her blood. This will never be my country. There is no single word of religious Indian text condemning homosexuality, no shred of evidence to prove pre-colonial India was against love, but in 1864, British rule decided otherwise, banning my favorite brand of indecency. They are the reason I can't get married in my country, why I can't stand where my mother stood, where my mother's mother stood, where my mother's mother's mother stood, why I'm so used to standing outside of the altar. But I can't blame the Queen for India's tendency to uphold bigotry, so hospitable you forget when to kick out a plague. Your children are suffering, and why aren't you saying anything? Shaktiism is a Hindu tradition where womanhood is worshipped as the ultimate divinity, yet why am I punished for feeling the same way, albeit a bit more gay? I just want a big Indian wedding with food and music and dance and gossip, but I don't want the gossip to be about me. I want people to complain that the food was cold and my jewelry looked cheap. I want to hear my mother-in-law tell me my makeup was slutty because I'll be lucky if my mother-in-law ever wants to meet me. Deprived of bridal humility, I can't get married in my own country, and my parents don't seem to understand why I would care. But I do. I care that I can't get married in the country that I feel married to, and last week my grandma, my Nani ji, asked if I would get married in India so she could see her little girl grow up, and I didn't know what to tell her. I can't wait for eventual progress because people are finite. My loved ones are finite. Being gay is fine, right? At least I hope. When there's a wedding in a forest, nobody's around to hear it. Did it even happen?